Hey guys! Haven't done this Aniblog in a couple of days. Well, to be fair, I actually did one either yesterday or the day before, but I decided not to post it because it was really short and probably really boring. But plus, I didn't actually do all that much. I think for that animation, I don't even remember what it was. What day are we on? We're on day 672 in draw. Sorry, I should have done this before I started recording. So, I might end up ranting a little bit in this one because I made the mistake earlier of watching a video of a guy reviewing Cintiq alternatives, and he did not have the most positive opinion of Cintiq alternatives, and it really pissed me off earlier, but I got over it, and I'm not as mad as I was, but it still, it frustrates me. First of all, when I don't know what to draw. I have no idea what I'm doing for this one, but anyway, it frustrates me when you've got someone who, from their drawings, clearly knows what they're doing, and yet has an idea of what you should use and such a narrow opinion that it hinders new artists who are just going to look and see if this is something they should use, because he went ahead and called his idea of tablets is that anything that is not Wacom is a ripoff and not worth it. So, as a long-time user of rip-offs, quote-unquote, I have to admit I was a little offended and a little I overreacted a little bit, but it's kind of like, it's a bit of a sore spot for me because I am mostly self-taught in most things. For animation and drawing especially, I learned to draw by watching YouTube videos. I have taken a drawing class since, but we did not do an awful lot of drawing in Drawing 2, so really, I've gotten the basics, but I am still pretty much self-taught. For animation, I am pretty much completely self-taught, and I have used the rip-offs, the cheapos, the open source for my entire art career. Well, the start of it anyway. And it was interesting to see that he didn't seem to have a negative opinion towards software that is free or a rip-off, quote-unquote. But when it came to tablets, I felt like he had one really bad experience with a Ugee. From what I've heard, don't use those anyway because they've got driver issues. But then again, it's possible that he just didn't know how to set it up. But he had one bad experience with another tablet, and he went ahead and labeled all non-Wacoms as rip-offs and said they weren't worth it. In this naming off of rip-offs, he included Yiynova, Huion, however you say that one, Ugee, Monoprice, I've never actually heard of that one. And it's kind of like you're hindering anyone who's coming to your channel to look at other options. This guy had a Cintiq 24 HD, a Cintiq Companion, and the whole shabam. So it's kind of like, okay, you obviously have the money to spend on these, so why are you even bothering to review the cheap tablets? I paid about, that goes up way too high, I paid about probably $360 for this tablet. I have a Yiynova MSP19U, and for a really long time before I got this tablet, I was trying to figure out how to afford a Cintiq because I have, in the course of my drawing or whatever career, oops, that's made a whole nother level. We want this to be probably 5. No. Be 5. In the course of my drawing career, I have used, oh, there's no reason to insert paste. Insert, please. And I am not seeing, oh, do I insert here? Okay. Let's go ahead and reverse these two. So in the course of my drawing career, I have had a Wacom bamboo. Well, I've drawn with a Wacom bamboo, a mouse, I did a little bit with a Wacom Intuos, but I didn't like the Intuos, so I don't tend to bring that one up. And I actually haven't done much. I think that one was just trying out my friend's Intuos, and it was probably fine once you got used to it, but going from a Wacom bamboo to a Wacom Intuos, the screen, the works area size was so much different that I couldn't do anything on it because I was used to utilizing a much smaller space on the tablet. But besides that, I've also used a Cintiq. I've used a Cintiq 22 HD, I think is what we had at the internship I did over last summer. And I will admit, I like the Cintiq. It's got a lot of really good features. It's very well set up. The drivers mostly work. But I think everyone's ignoring a very basic fact here. All technology has glitches. Everything. I see people in the comments for our Google group, sometimes, actually the Google group doesn't have the issue anymore, but online in general, people getting mad that Toonz keeps crashing on them. Have you ever used Flash? I had to use Flash for an assignment in web and motion graphics a couple weeks ago, and for the critique, we were not ready because at least half the class lost their entire project to a flash crash. That actually has a nice ring to it, flash crash. And in other Adobe products, I've had similar issues where the computer cannot handle it and it crashes. So my question is, why are you ratting on the free, or not ratting, why are you getting mad at the free program for crashing, but you don't warn against the paid program that crashes just as much, if not more? So yeah, that was my little, why is that coming up all wrong? Okay, we're gonna control save, and then we're gonna go ahead and do this thing here and see if this fixes it. Revert to last save version. Okay, and if I do that, it's working just fine. Yay! Okay, nope, it's not. It's doing that again. So we're gonna go ahead and do my fix, which is to revert to last save to make sure that it's the right stuff, and then we're gonna go ahead and X this, discard this. Okay. Did I save the floor? Oh yeah, I did the save all thing. I miss save, or not. I am very happy about the save all button. Scene, load scene. What do we got here? And my floor is still there. Anyway, so I don't remember where I was with that rant, but it's, like I said, I have it's a bit of a pet peeve for me because one of the mistakes I did when starting out was trying to learn anything via how to draw books. And while there are some good things to how to draw books, probably the most frustrating things was the supplies list. Because coming from a large family, I'm one of 10 kids, so large family we got here. Coming from a large family, we didn't have extra money to spend on ridiculous supplies such as, well, drawing pencils. They're pretty cheap, but for someone who is more interested in going out to eat than probably getting the newest and latest drawing technology, which is what I seemed to think drawing pencils were back in the day, I basically didn't pay a lot of attention to that. But at the same time, it bugs me when someone tells a newbie, get this product. Not because the product is good, because they'll say it's the best product and it will help you so much. But in reality, what you're paying for is a brand, and you may not even do better with that brand. For example, I am doing very good with OpenToonz compared to my last animation software, which was Animation Desk. Not because necessarily OpenToonz is the best, but because it has the tools I need. In drawing, the tool you need is something to make a mark. So when people say, get this pencil or get this pencil, it drives me nuts because you can do it. Anything you can do with a regular pencil, with a little more time and effort, you could do with a clicker pencil. So all of those people not getting into art because they think it's too expensive are basically, they could be doing this right now if they were to try out the other part. But you've got people like the person I saw today who then tell them you have to have the biggest and best for it to work right. All the rest of them are crap. Don't bother. And it pains me to think where I would be today if I didn't start drawing until I could afford a Cintiq or until I could afford a Wacom. I started drawing on the computer with a mouse. It, I must admit, was not fun. It was hard. It didn't come out with the best results, and I'm not even sure if I still have said results, but it was a experience, and I did grow some because I learned tricks and ideas, and I got an appreciation for my tablet when I finally did have it. If I had waited until I could get the Wacom Bamboo, let's see, how long was it until I got that? I think I got the Bamboo a good 6 months after I started drawing with a mouse. So that's 6 months that I would not have developed as an artist just because I was waiting for the best. At the same time, right now I am using a Yiynova. Now personally, I think the Yiynova is a fantastic piece of machinery and does not need to be upgraded to a Cintiq in order to be a professional artist, which the other guy seemed to think so. Well, not seemed. He literally said if you're going to be a professional artist, you're going to want a Wacom Cintiq, or not a Cintiq, just a Wacom product or the real thing and not the ripoffs. So I did get a little defensive, and I think I commented on the video, and I'm a little embarrassed about that. But it's kind of like, I have seen professional artists, now granted these are not digital artists, they're traditional artists, but I've seen professional artists drawing with chocolate syrup, and you're going to tell me that I need the biggest and best to be a professional artist. No, I don't think so. So, yeah, I think I'm ranting in circles. I will stop ranting now. So what I'm doing right here, for anyone who's been still tuning into this, listen to my 15-minute rant on the ridiculousness of warning beginners away from products that are perfectly fine and he just personally dislikes. Anyway, not cycling back into that. So if you're still tuning in, I am working kind of on a random walk cycle because I can't think of anything else to do today, and I have a graphic design project due. Just a heads up, I am about 2 weeks away from finals week. So it will be less frequent in commenting. You may have already noticed that I don't comment as much. I will be less frequent in posting. I will hopefully still be able to pump out some things for you guys, but depending on my final schedule, which finals is the week of the 16th, I think, or whichever, hold on, it's the week of the 16th is finals, so we've got 2 weeks, so this is the crunch time where teachers are deciding that they can assign twice as much homework, because of course their class is the only one students have to deal with, right? So, I will be much busier. I will still try to upload new content, and if not, I will definitely start uploading some new content at the end of the week of the 16th. So I just realized I haven't been paying any attention to which foot is in front. So apparently that foot's in front. Well, it's still in front. So now it should be in front still. Like this one should be in front. Oops. This one should be in front. Like, I always put the passing foot in back. Oops. No, actually it's in front now. Oops, it's in back now. This is why I can't rant and animate at the same time, because I will mess up everything. Ow. I really did just completely swap these legs. Hey, look, he's back in the right position. That was random. Still randomly back in the right position. Okay, let's try that out. Well, let's go ahead and save real quick, because all I have to do is press Control Save. Well, that's sort of a walk cycle. Let's go ahead and reframe this to tools, because it's a little fast there. Or, sorry, slow there, a little slow there. What's going on with the end there? Like, I feel like it slows down. Oh, that is quite a gap. That one needs a little bit of fine-tuning. So let's go ahead and turn onion skin back on, but we want some future onion skin going. We do have it. So why is it not showing as future onion skin? Oh, because I've only got it extended for one. I need 2 futures. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and erase this lovely foot, which was in the right position, I believe, to begin with, of course. And we're going to go ahead and make it further back, just so that he's not coming forward quite so drastically and quite so quickly. So I've noticed, just a heads up for anyone who's watching, the autosave does not save levels, just so you know. It does save your scene and everything, so you won't lose work that way. But you will have to save all or save individual levels if you want your levels to be saved. The autosave will only save your column information and your FX information and stuff like that. My timing is really bad right now. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. We're gonna go to FX. Shouldn't double click and get me my level, no, I guess not. Animation. Level settings, please. I want this to be really big, so we're gonna code this 24. And we're gonna pull this so that he is on frame 1, stepping in. We actually want frame 2 because that's where he connects with the ground. And now we've got a much bigger little man. Oh, I forgot the auto key. I'd like to delete the key. Delete the key. Ah, there we go. I need to figure out how to turn auto keying off. Where would that be? Ah, that'd be here, wouldn't it? Turn auto keying. Nope, that just made it a key. Delete. Delete. And pull that key up here, and it fixed it. Okay, we're good. So we're gonna go ahead and not quite. I want him to step all the way out of the screen, but oh well. We also seem to have a little bump there, so now he's above our stage, of course. So we're gonna actually pull this down just a teensy weensy bit. So he's gonna be a little under the stage for here, but that means he's gonna end on the stage. You have now had a look into my methods of being lazy. So we're gonna go ahead and get this finished. Seriously, just so you know, having Shift S as the scene settings is super helpful when it comes to background color. So I just do Shift S and I don't have to worry about going to where is scene settings even? Is that in next sheet? Well, it's just that. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and render this, which I have Control R. Play. Okay, good enough. What if I take this off? And now let's go ahead and play. Oh, that looks much better because you can't see the ground. We're gonna go ahead and do that. And thus I am done for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my rather hostile rant about the ill effects of warning against tablets that are perfectly fine, that I may or may not have actually made all the points I meant to because I was not keeping track and got distracted a couple of times. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good evening. Don't forget to comment and subscribe.